Merry Christmas Eve, gentlemen. It's here. 16 weeks of wonderful, wonderful matchups, great banter in the chat, all that good stuff. And we have made it to the end of this season. Or, in a more optimistic way, we have made it to the start of season 2 of the league. Before we can truly get into the off season, we need to finish up with our final power rankings video of the year, week 16. And as you might see on the screen here, an early Christmas gift from the assistant to the commish. She heard all my griping, and maybe some from you guys as well. Maybe you messaged her and said, you got to get this guy a better microphone. The audio quality on his video sucks. Maybe that happened. If it did, well, thanks, I guess. I have a new mic. So that should be hopefully good for us all. And I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully the sound quality is a lot better this week. Anyway, moving on. As I often like to do in these videos, take a little bit of a look back, a bit of a retrospective. I am not giving you the disclaimer for this week of not really caring about the matchups and talking about just kind of the rankings this week. No, this week will be a combined. So we are going to look at kind of how you fared overall, both in terms of power rankings and in terms of final ranking. And we're going to mash those together and come up with the top 12. These beautiful faces, there are 15 of them. Well, there are 15 different pictures. There are not 15 different faces. Some faces are up there multiple times. And starting in the top left, in week 1, back when these videos were just an embryo of an idea, I won. Chat engagement, week 1. Matt went on a bit of a dynasty run there, weeks kind of 2 through 7. And then a couple from Ross, a couple from Pierce, and Dave popped in there as well. So yeah, leading all the way up to the Christmas gifts video from last week. Pierce coming in at the number 1 spot. Congratulations to those of you kind of in this photo, and for those of you who are not, hey, there's always next year. I have looked at all of the rankings. From every week, I have put them into a beautiful spreadsheet. You guys know how much I love those. And this is what came out. Obviously, 1, 2, and 3, gold, silver, bronze has been highlighted accordingly, and an average has been created for everyone on the right side there. So we'll be taking that average number, and we will be combining that with your final finish to come out with a final number and a final ranking. As you can see there, if you're taking kind of a look at where you're at, where some other people are at, some people absolutely punched above their final ranking in the league in terms of power ratings. Other people are the opposite, and they did much better in the actual league than they did the rankings. And some people, looking at you, John, are right where we expected you to be. It lands you at number 12 this week, last place. But you got to be pretty used to that by now. Maybe a little sense of hope after last week, but you got to show us more in year 2, and I'm sure that you will. So a 9.67 in power rankings plus a 12th place finish, 10.83 is your final. Rory, you gave yourself a little bit of extra by jumping up into 8th place and avoiding that loser bowl this past week. But a bad showing overall in the power rankings, 8.67 overall for 11th place. Also 8.67. So the tiebreaker, because this is the power rankings video, was the power rankings portion of this. So if you tied in a total average, which Leighton and Rory did with 8.67, Leighton has the clear 6.33, way better in the actual power rankings, and so he wins the tiebreaker there. His 11th place finish obviously cost him a bit, but as he said, he's never been so happy to finish second last in anything. Kind of right where he was in terms of the finish of the season, 10th place, but kind of middle of the pack, 6.67 in the power rankings. Speaking of ninth place finish for Chris, but a 6.27 in the overall average rankings this year. Jumps him up to a 7.63 and finishes him there in 8th place. So not too bad. Pierce 2 first place finishes definitely helped his average, but still almost at 7 in the overall, 7th in the final finish, and that's where he lands. Moving on to Ryan, 6.53, 6th place finish, and pretty consistent, but yeah, leaves him in the middle of the pack both this week and in the year overall. Dave, another person who had a number one finish as recently as 2 weeks ago, week 14. Dave cares. That's what I learned. Was Dave just cares a lot about fantasy football. As I said, I hope that continues on to the off season. Here it lands him with a 5.8, and that's where he finishes. Colin, the epitome of just off the podium in kind of all of it right now. 4th place in the league in the final standings, 6.0 overall, decently high up there in terms of overall rankings. And it finishes him with a total point score of 5 and 4th place on this list this week. So moving into the final 3 spots, and in this case, the bronze medal position. And that bronze medal goes to Ross. Might be the league champion, but he is not the overall champion of this year's power rankings. He had 5.73, so pretty decent numbers there. Plus his first place lands him at 3.37. However, as I explained earlier, that tiebreaker is how you finished in the power rankings. And so my 3rd place finish plus my 3.73 also lands me with a 3.37 overall, but tiebreaker goes to me. Sorry, buddy. Which leaves us to none other, and almost unsurprisingly, really, our commissioner, Matty Buckets. He was a 4.0, so he was 2nd place overall in the average for power rankings. He had 5, I believe it was, first place finishes. 2nd place overall, tough one against Ross, those Monday night games. If I'm Matt, I'm writing to the commissioner of the actual NFL, Roger Goodell, and begging him to stop playing Monday night games. Those are his kryptonite, apparently, especially against Ross. And yeah, so it lands him at a 3 overall, but 1st place in the rankings. Congratulations to Matty Buckets. Thanks again for all you guys and just the fun that you've made this year for fantasy football. I'm honestly, there's weeks left, and I know why we finish on week 16. I completely agree with it, but I'm gonna miss it. Already looking forward to meeting up with you guys at some point, doing the trophies, both winners, but definitely losers. And hey, John, keep us posted on when you're going to go to Mickey D's. I would love to join you for just a small sliver of the time that you're going to be there. Anyway, that's it for me today. And Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, and a Happy New Year.